Dean just reacted to your video on my page. On my page, Dean did. He put a heart.
Oh, I wanted to put himself out here.
I was gonna say that.
Get some work done.
Yeah, put a heart over here. How about that? So the focus of this episode is a post that one of me and Lyricist. We both know him. He's one of our associates, friends, guys, brothers. His name is Damon Lamar. We know him as Damon Lamar. That's his rap name. But on his Facebook, it's Damon Reed. DamonReed. He shared a post from his wife. I just saw it. And I asked my co-host, did he see it? So he can read it. And his reaction, he wanted me to tell him. I was like, no, I don't want to tell you. He was like, is it podcast worthy? Yeah, it is. It is. So this is his caption to the sharing of her post. She still loving me, ... M3 dots. She's still loving me, ... to this day. And 4 exclamation marks. His wife's name is Nicole Reed, spelled the regular Nicole Reed, Reed. And she put his name on it. She shared it on Facebook as well. The way you rap and write is timeless. Your voice is classic. The way you have a way of coordinating the images and words to your songs in a way that will bring deliverance and hope to people who don't have any. You show Jesus to those in this time and in this day. To some who may never enter a church, your raps are for them. For those who are in the church, yours are an anthem that they can rock as they go through things. I have literally rapped one of your songs out of difficult situations in my health, work, you name it. Your words have prophetically spoken to so many situations that I go through into from a rap that was written right before it occurred. I thank you for standing strong, for always listening to the heartbeat of the Father to see what you should say to the people versus what is trendy, versus what you think will make you look good. Thank you for never settling or just going with the flow. You are such a great leader, and I know the Father is elevating you more and more to increase and to show others how to love Him. Keep your integrity and take the Father with you into the industry. Love you much, my sugar booger. I mean, sweetie.
Sugar
Dang, can't forget your rap image. Thanks, G. Laugh out loud, double O.
Sugar booger, huh?
Yeah, sugar wooger.
Wooger or book?
Sugar wooger.
Oh, okay, not sugar booger.
I had gave him an initial statement. I said, Damon Reed, like to tag him in his post. So I said a lot of females wanna be and even claim to be a Proverbs 31 woman, but only real women of God like your queen, Nicole Reed, never say that they are because they are way too busy being it. She spoke that like what she really is, his, which is God's, choicest daughter and your graciously lit queen. God bless y'all. Then I said something else because I read it again. I said, Damon Reed. I just read it again. I called my wife my Tigger Wooger without the oops because she said oops like as a joke, like his rap image. Like, you got to have a good relationship with your wife for her to say Tigger Wooger. I mean, sweetie, I got to remember your rap image. Yeah, so by you hearing that, what you think about that?
I think it's pretty awesome. I think that's amazing. That's love, man. I mean, I'm happy for Damon and Nicole, but especially Damon. I'm happy that he was smart enough and wise enough to marry somebody he loved rather than marrying somebody that a church person picked out for him, or marry somebody out of like some legalistic, ideology. And I'm happy for him on that.
What does that mean, legalistic ideology? just for the listeners, because our podcast. Why are you looking at me like that? See, that's why I wish we had the video so y'all can see how he torments me. He was the one that brought me into this. It was like a slave thing. Like, you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? And he tormented me. No, I've been in prison, so he gonna re-imprison me. But this is a nice. This jail cell is nicer than the one I had. They got all kinds of these amenities. We had no TVs and faxes. I don't know. I like this jail. No, I'm just. But yeah, right. Might as well be like Martha Stewart. Country club. Mine wasn't like that. Mine was not like that. So because our podcast is open for everybody.
Yeah.
So define what that means. Legalistic.
The difference between Rachel and Leah. When Jacob got to Laban's house, he loved Rachel, but he was given Leah because it was a rule that Laban made up. And some people make up these dumb rules to try to avoid certain problems, or that's what they preach to their congregation,
or manipulate,
manipulate. Man, I learned, marry the one you love, even if they got problems that bother you. Obviously, in other words, that choice needs to be yours and that person's, whether y'all get married or if y'all don't get married. Society's rule, I don't want to get into it. Society, American marriage, and the way that American marriage is, the church people and the rules that we put on each other, all that stuff, as helpful as some of that stuff is, in some cases, it's damaging and stupid in other cases. I'm glad that Damon Lamar, who I have always seen as a man of God,
ditto, amen,
and Nicole, I don't really know her.
Me neither.
I just know him, but I seen him. The last time me and Damon Lamar hung out, we did a show, and when he went on stage, he had the babies with him. He had his 2 kids with him,
okay,
or at least one of the daughters. He had the kids, so he was on stage. I held the baby and held the camera. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
It's like. So my point is that I admire him because I know that he has dedicated his life, his time, his energy, his strengths, his ups and downs. He's dedicated everything to the Lord based on what I've seen of him and based on what I've heard in his music. He's like, she's definitely right. I'm glad that she was able to receive from his ministry and not bring him down like some women are capable of doing because they function out of whatever stupidness that some women getting with a good man do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Ugh. Yeah, so legalism is a term in Christianity that means the rules and regulations imposed by religious leaders or church leaders on their people that could be out of the Bible but are not endorsed by God. That's what the Lyricist is saying. And then you hear his insight. I'm not listening. I'm not laughing at him because I'm looking at him. That's why I wish we had video too, right? Y'all can share in my happiness because his disgust, I have the same disgust. It's just I like the way he expresses his. I like the way he expresses his disgust because it's not right. It's not God, and how it's affected him, of course, as myself as well. It is like he's reliving the moment. It's like he's reliving the moment at that time. And I'm not laughing at his hurt. I'm not laughing at his hurt.